So I had an interesting conversation with my psychiatrist today. Based on all the things I've been telling her, especially with the medication working for a brief period of time and then it doesn't, that I might have borderline personality disorder. So I looked that up, and apparently it's basically emotional instability, unstable social relationships, impulsivity, feelings of worthlessness, anxiety. That pretty much sums up my mind right there, and would explain why I am so volatile, like emotionally volatile. But not using that as an excuse. It's just nice to know that like now I have an actual diagnosis that actually seems pretty par for the course, because medications do help, but it's not always going to be 100% helpful. I mean, there'll be times where I fall back into my depressive rut, and it's no fault of the meds. It's literally just how my brain is for some odd fucking reason. Also, if I recall, my psychiatrist is saying like these people who have BPD put so much of their own personality and sense of worth into others that when these people are gone, they have no idea what to do. It's almost like a piece of them is actually just gone. Man, that's how I feel. So interesting to know that there was such a thing, but decided to go to the gym today even though I didn't want to. I just wanted to take an off day, but sorry, I'm getting text messages, seeing them off to the side. Sorry, reading a text message from my mother to the landlord. Like, do I need to proofread this? I don't need to proofread something a 53-year-old person has written. I'm assuming it's fine. But she sent someone early. Yeah, I doubt this landlord's going to send anyone early. This landlord can't even be bothered to actually fix problems with her own fucking house that's falling apart. Whatever, though. I'm glad some of you find me interesting or entertaining. I mean, I don't know, I don't. But then again, you guys haven't met my uncle. My uncle is like me, but if I were a stand-up comedian, or let's just say a sarcastic stand-up comedian, But anyway, today I had a job interview. It's just for a part-time job at a coffee shop. The pay is ass. It's $8 an hour with tips. Tips, I'm assuming, might double that, but even then, the pay is still ass. Like $16 an hour doesn't really get you anywhere unless you live out in the boonies, and even then, that's just barely scraping by. And so far, I only see that I have maybe 3.5 hours of actual work from one tutoring place assigned to me, so that is not good. Not good at all. Like, I need more, because I can't pay my bills if I can't get more. Perks of contract work. And, despite how many applications I can throw out there, it just doesn't seem worth it to waste all this time, all this free time as well, that I could just be spending being happy, trying to find a full-time job that at least pays, more than $20 an hour. I'm not sure what else to do. Not sure how I'm supposed to go about it. I mean, my resume is okay. I wouldn't say it's great, but it's not the worst thing you've read. I do need to add other more work experience, but I don't even think that's gonna matter. So, but that is a diagnosis for today. I need to go pick up my my meds, at least at some point. Might do it tonight, might do it tomorrow, who knows. Um, uh, like a half yawn right there. Um, so far, I'm happy with, the recent bench press PR that I got. I misgrooved the descent though. I didn't let the weight like bounce off my chest. I slowly lowered it, a controlled descent, but then at the very bottom, my right shoulder just went lower, like about like another inch or two lower than it should. But I still managed to bench press, 260 pounds that way. And honestly, I probably could have gotten 265. I mean, my goal by the end of the year is to do 275, so I'm pretty sure that is in the cards. Might do static holds as well for the bench press, just like to unrack and hold some weight. I know I can unrack and hold like 300 pounds on the bench press and just hold it. I know I can probably decline bench press 225 for 8 reps, for sets of 8. But I might stick with the decline bench press because I think actually adding that into my routine has actually strengthened my bench press. That, and also just me being more explosive at the top, not trying so hard to waste energy on the descent, but really focus on explosiveness at the top. As soon as like the weight comes to my chest, just pushing it out, up, does actually have an effect. Like I'm throwing up 195 pretty easily for like sets of 10 to 12, but like each rep I'm like literally just almost throwing it up, so the weight is actually like bouncing a little bit in my hands. Not like a full bounce, it's more like shaking a bit as I'm going on the way up. So, but at this rate I might try 265 in a couple more weeks. And then after that, I might just jump to 275 and see if I get it. So, anyway, sorry that I don't have the mic this time. I mean, it is charged. I just forgot to use it, but I also have to take the phone out of the case, and it's an OtterBox case, and I have to put it on this tripod and hope that it doesn't slip and fall, because if this phone falls, I'm basically paying for the screen to be fixed. I mean, I was going to talk about some issues that have bothered me, and this has nothing to do with, my whole situation. This has to do with, well, it's a little more personal, but it has to do with how I feel about, well, I won't say. I'll just say I am frustrated, but for different reasons. Not due to my failed relationship. It is something else. But I feel like it's too personal to put out there, so I'm just not going to say it. I'll keep that private. But there is something on my mind that does bother me a lot. And unfortunately, I can't talk to a lot of people about it. I mean, I could talk to my best friend about it, and, that's about it. Anyway, I hope you guys have a good night. I'm going to tutor here in just a little bit, and then maybe go hang out with a friend. So, I will see you all later.